Welcome dear viewers to Poetry Blows Our Blues Away. Friends, most of us celebrate our birthdays. We invite friends, we bake a cake, we throw a party, we make merry. Thus we celebrate our birthdays. But do we make birthday resolutions? Do we do any introspection? Are we making it just a ritual, caring little for the spirit behind? In this context, Milton's sonnet on his having arrived at the age of 23 rightly figures. Milton reflects and muses. Let's see what his reflections are. Milton's sonnet is a Petrarchan sonnet and it is divided into two parts. First 8 lines are called octave and the next 6 lines are called SESTET. Let's read out the octave first. How soon hath time, the subtle thief of youth, stolen on his wing my 23rd year. How soon hath time, the subtle thief of youth, stolen on his wing my 23rd year. My hasting days fly on with full career, but my late spring no bud or blossom sheweth. Perhaps my semblance might deceive the truth, that I to manhood am arrived so near, and inward ripeness doth much less appear, that some more timely happy spirits endueth. This is the octave, first 8 lines. Here, Milton accuses time of stealing his 23 years on his wings. He aptly calls time a cunning thief and a winged thief too. Milton is aghast to realize the truth that his 23 years are gone. His days are flying with full speed. We call youth the spring season of our life. In nature, when spring comes, we see buds and blossoms. It's so colorful, spring season. Milton rues that though he has approached his youth, the spring of his life, he is not able to pen either small poems or big epic poems, neither buds nor blossoms. His recently acquired spring shows neither buds nor blossoms. Thus he expresses his divine discontent. He also feels envious of other poets. He calls them timely happy spirits because they have acquired inward ripeness. Inward ripeness means inner perfection, maturity of mind equal to their years. He laments God hasn't given him enough wisdom. Friends, have we ever questioned God in this way? Have we ever compared ourselves with nature or with our own peers like Milton? Milton says one more thing. Even physically, he doesn't look his age. How sad. He had the nickname Lady of Christ's College because he looked feminine and delicate. So his appearance too deceives the truth that he is 23 years old. At least if he had inward ripeness, he would have shown to the world what he was. So the inward ripeness would have compensated for his lack of manly looks. So he has neither the books nor the looks to prove that he has neared manhood, because he looked younger than his age. Thus the octave, the first 8 lines, couches his complaint, his disgruntlement. In the second part of the sonnet, the sestet, he comforts himself, expressing unflinching faith in God, unquestioning faith in God. The conjunction yet indicates the volta, signifies the change in his mood. Let's read the sestet. Yet, be it less or more, or soon or slow, it shall be in strictest measure even. To that same lot, however mean or high, toward which time leads me, and the will of heaven. All is, if I have grace to use it so, all is, if I have grace to use it so, as ever in my great taskmaster's eye, as ever in my great taskmaster's eye. This is the SESTET. So, here he finds an answer to his complaint, to his problem. He finds a solution to his problem. He says, it's foolish of me to complain. Be the inward ripeness, be it means here, be the inward ripeness, the maturity of the mind, be it less or more or soon or slow. It shall be strictly even and equal, because it is the impartial God who imparts it. You cannot find fault with God for giving this wisdom early to his predecessors and late to him. So God knows what to give, when to give, and how much to give. So in the first part of the poem, time is a subtle and winged thief, and in the second part, time is God himself. Time and the will of God lead him to his destiny. Milton only prays for God's grace. God, the taskmaster, takes care of everything. Thus, with Milton's surrender to God, the sonnet concludes. The complaint or the grievance expressed in the first part of the sonnet, octave, is addressed and answered in the sestet, in this Petrarchan sonnet. Faith in God helps us handle our discontent. In his later years, as we know, friends, Milton gave to the world his magnum opus Paradise Lost, and also the great drama Samson Agonistes. He gave many buds in the form of his sonnets, other lyrics. So he was a successful writer. Friends, it's high time we realize that it's no use adding years to our lives. Let's add life to our years. On the occasion of our birthdays, besides eating, drinking and making merry, let's cater to our spirit too. Let's assess our ambitions and achievements. Let's introspect about what we have contributed. The poem serves two purposes. It makes us it makes us do a bit of soul searching and set our goals. Two, it also strengthens our faith in God. So the poet uses personification, metaphor, and the right kind of imagery to portray his feelings. Hope you have enjoyed the poem. That's all for now. See you soon with yet another brilliant poem. Till then, happy poetry reading.